In a patriarchal society, white men fear black men. Black men are targeted. And a part of the attack on black men is to strip them of their ability to effectively interact with black women.
Dr. Ron Daniels dropped wisdom you won't hear anywhere else on leadership, reparations, Malcolm X, and the future of black communities. Watch the full powerful reasoning only on www.inevernewtv.com premium. What advice would you give about the importance of being committed to a purpose? You spent 6 decades educating, inspiring, and fighting against injustice. How can a young brother stay consistent, complete a task, and stay committed even when it's difficult?
Listening and learning. But I think the Autobiography of Malcolm X is one of the best things that young men can do. You hear over and over and over again, even Malcolm Jamal Warner, and you hear about what changed their life, what turned them around, reading the Autobiography of Malcolm X. Because what happens with the Autobiography of Malcolm X, people see themselves, a young gangbanger or somebody who's kind of lost, somebody who's trying to find their way. They can read Malcolm. If Malcolm can make it, if Malcolm can overcome his circumstances, I can too. So I think that becomes important in creating organizations like 100, I forget they call them 100 Black Men, and creating those kinds of organizations. But we also got to be, and one of my mentees, I take credit for a little bit, is Professor Kimberly Crenshaw. I taught her at Cornell University. And just a little bit, at the early stages. And she's always saying, we can't leave the women out, can't leave the sisters out. So we got to also create the scenario where women are also included and their issues are included. I disagree with her. I think that when she seems to think that this is not a crisis that is largely one focused on black men. And that's for a reason. In a patriarchal society, white men fear black men. Black men are targeted. And a part of the attack on black men is to strip them of their ability to effectively interact with black women. Now, we need to change that patriarchal relationship, which I don't believe in. I believe in equality. I believe in equity and women's liberation and whatever. So I'm not advocating this black male model, but I'm saying in a patriarchal society, black men become the enemy. So we need to have organizations that are really working to be mentors for young black men and black men in general. We need black men to be returning to their communities as models. I have this pledge to African people when I talked about no motherless children, no fatherless children, where more and more black men are willing to help parent, not because you're interested in having a relationship with the sister, but because you see yourself as a surrogate parent in the way that many of us were raised. So that and I frankly have had some experiences working, at least in my family, with some who've lost it. I'm Uncle Daddy, I'm this, that, and the other. Extending yourself to just become a father to others. We need to just multiply that by the thousands and thousands and thousands. Susan Taylor's doing a great job with her organization. I forget what it's called now, something cares, mentoring cares, and so forth. And we just need more and more organizations like that. So anyway, I just wanted to circle back because I don't think I answered that question completely. But one of the central ingredients is reading the Autobiography of Malcolm X.